Hi, I'm the Funny Mummy, and this is going to be my second trimester pregnancy update. You might have seen from my day in the life video, and maybe I mentioned it in some other video as well, that I am pregnant, but I didn't make a massive deal about it. Obviously it's crazy amazing for us, but I don't know, maybe it's linked to my anxiety or something, but for some reason I just didn't feel like I wanted to do a huge announcement. So nobody really found out all in one go, and people just kind of gradually noticed or asked questions, and then it got to the point where it was inevitable that most people knew, because obviously I have a bump. Coming to the end, if not at the end of my second trimester now. I have to double check that because I'm terrible, but I'm sure I'll correct myself. But yeah, I am coming towards the end of the second trimester now, and I thought I would do an update and maybe fill you in on how the second trimester has been for me, and yeah, just an update really. Right, so gender. We don't know the gender. Our local hospital doesn't actually reveal the gender. But before we even knew about the hospital not doing the gender scans, I kind of suggested it to sort of say, wouldn't it be nice to have a surprise, you know? But I just always loved, in those like period dramas, like the Tudors and stuff, when the kings would have, their king's wives would like give birth, and they'd be like, I have a son or I have a daughter. And you know, like, it is a really special moment. Whereas I feel like midwives try and replicate that moment now, and they still sort of go to you, it's a daughter, like, you have a girl, you have a boy, and you kind of like, yeah, well, I know, I've known since 20 weeks, and some of you might even have known since like 16 weeks because you went for early gender scans and things like that. So it just takes away that kind of like, just, I don't even know what it would be, but it just takes away that specialness from that moment. If my birth plans can kind of go the way that I want them to, I might even be able to be the first person to sort of see and to know, and I could be the one to say it's a boy or it's a girl, because I would love to be able to catch my baby, but more on that in a minute. I'm at 29 weeks pregnant now, and I'll probably be 30 weeks by the time this is uploaded. So yeah, it's coming around really quick, and it is definitely way faster than my last pregnancy. I think when it's your first, it's all you think about, and you are ticking off the days. Not that I'm not doing that with this one, but it is like, it's your whole world, and it's everything you're researching and you're buying and you're looking for clothes, and it's everything. Whereas when it's like your second or third or any subsequent child, you already have a child, so you're busy in the mum life, and maybe even busier if you're a working mum. So you have like less time to go into that sort of like first baby bubble, that sort of pregnancy, I don't know, but it just seems that because I have a child already, and because I'm busy being a mum from day to day, that the amount of time that I have to actually think about and notice how close I'm getting to these milestones and things, it is an afterthought, because there's so much more to think about in actually raising the child that I already have. So it's going so quick, and I've been saying it the whole way, but now it's getting to the point where it's scary. So, birth plans. I am one of the minority I know who absolutely loved giving birth, who has an amazing birth story, and that is not because everything went smoothly, because if I ever do a why do I laugh at do? If I ever do a sort of labour and delivery story for my first, which I'm thinking of doing, then you will know that there was hiccups, and there were things that were worrying, and things that coulda, woulda, shoulda. It wasn't smooth sailing anyway. It wasn't an uncomplicated birth. It was a first baby, it was relatively long. So it was a long labour, but not dreadful. Well, none of it was dreadful for me. That's the point I'm making, is that it was an amazing experience, and I think that was mostly to do with my mindset beforehand, and that is kind of why I'm so excited about birth plans this time round. I'm really into the whole hypnobirthing, positive birth movement, all of that jazz. And my absolute hero is Ina May Gaskin. If you have not heard of her, then and you are pregnant, please look her up. Please read her book, Ina May's Guide to Childbirth, because it will change your world. Her and a lot of other people from the positive birth movement are here to remind us that our bodies are not faulty. Our bodies as women are made to give birth, and that we are perfectly capable of it. That now we tell horror stories like a badge of honour, like war stories. Birth stories are like up there with war stories, and it's like, oh, I teared and I had to have an emergency C-section and all that. And it's bizarre because it just means that we're getting ourselves in this cycle where we're telling all these women all these horrible things that can go wrong, and then they are going wrong because our mindset is not in the right place to give birth. But anyway, I'm probably rambling. I'm probably going to cut out so much of that, but yeah, I'm super into the whole positive birth movement, so much so that I want a home birth. I really want a home birth, and I really would love to have a birthing pool this time round as well, because I did give birth at a birth centre and I planned to have a water birth, but that didn't particularly work out because of said hiccups. So yeah, birth plans are a home birth, hopefully with a birthing pool, but obviously I'm yet to have a midwife to come and do the inspections. I think that's due to happen in the next couple of weeks, so I'll update you on that. But yeah, like I was saying, I would love to be able to catch my baby and have like a sort of free birth, but obviously with still a midwife. I'd still love to catch the baby myself, so be the person that actually, not that I'm not delivering the baby anyway. I think we should all make a point that the women deliver the babies, not the midwives or doctors. But I'd love to be able to catch the baby myself and pick it up and put it on my own chest. So those are my birth plans. And obviously along with that, you probably guessed from like my hippy dippy stance that I would like to do it as unmedicated as possible. Last time round I only used gas and air, and I feel like I could have done without that. My mum didn't push it or anything, but she was like, you're panicking, you need to sit down, you need to calm down, which I was, because I was pacing and I wasn't sitting down. She said, have some gas and air, help you relax. And I did that, but then once I had the gas and air, it was almost like I didn't put it down because I didn't think to put it down, you know, like, I don't know, it just stuck. And then near the end I did end up putting it down, and I sort of went through the whole transition and pushing stage and everything without it. But this time around I think I would like to attempt to do it without the gas and air, because I feel like I'm more prepared now. Like I know what to expect, and I know that I can do it, and that the pain's obviously intense. It's labour, but I feel like with the techniques and the mindset that I'm in, that I should be able to come out on the other side. Because so next I wanted to talk about the symptoms and the solutions that I've had throughout most of my pregnancy, and it was the same with my last. I have had the dreaded heartburn, and because I'm not a big fan of like most medicines and stuff, I like to try and find a natural alternative. I have just been basically living off of Alpro soya chocolate milkshake, and that is the only thing that has been working for me. And I've been a bit lazy in trying other things, because I really mean to, and I keep saying it every blooming day, but I really mean to try some baking soda and water and see how that goes, because that will probably work and that'll be fine. But it's just easier for me to go and buy these milkshakes and just drink them, because they just work instantly. Like, it is like, you know, like in the Gaviscon advert with the little men with the fire hoses and they put out fire. That's literally how it feels. So heartburn, and my solution for that has been Alpro milkshake. And towards the end of the second trimester, and more recently in the last couple of weeks, I've had pelvic pain, which is fun because I had it with my last as well. And but it started a lot later. Like, I'm roll over in bed and I like shriek because it's so bad. Like, it feels like being hit with a baseball bat in your pelvis, and oh, it's just not good. But I've been so much better since getting a like yoga ball, birthing ball, and just kind of sitting on that and bouncing on that as much as I possibly can. Like, I don't even sit on a chair while I eat dinner or breakfast or anything now. I just sit on my ball at the table, and it honestly has made such a difference. apart from that, I think it's just been like hormones. Like I honestly feel like I have almost changed as a person this pregnancy, and not for the better. It's not been nice. I am very, very impatient. I'm very emotional. I'm very irritable, and I'm not pleased to say it. I definitely haven't got the pregnancy glow. I've just been a bit of a sourpuss, really. Yeah, hormones have been crazy, and I'm just hoping that it is hormones and I've not just turned into like a bitch, because that's how it feels, and I think my poor partner feels that way too. In terms of how I'm feeling this week in particular, on my 29th week, it's all been pretty reminiscent of the time up until now, but I sort of have become more conscious of the whole hormonal thing, and it's kind of getting me down a little bit, because I don't know, I just feel like I shouldn't be getting this annoyed over things, and I feel like I'm not the person that I want to be, or the person that I was like before. Like I feel honestly like changed for the worse, and that's a horrible feeling, because I feel like my hands are tied as well, like I can't control it. So I'm feeling a bit like reflectively down. But then, I don't know, the things that have been kind of helping me with that is I've still got this kind of organisational nesting bug thing going on, where I'm just pottering around the house going, well, we could do this here, we could do that here, and I'm sorting out drawers, and I'm reorganising cupboards, and I'm chucking. Yeah, so I don't know, I think keeping busy and organising and stuff has been helping with the kind of feeling of being overwhelmed with having so much to buy, and sort of constantly being annoyed by the tiniest little things. So if I moved a little bit, it was just because I did the bump shots. What was I going to say? Yeah, definitely want to do a labour and delivery story for my first baby, and I'm even considering doing some sort of birth vlog type thing. I'm definitely going to get some sort of footage from our birth, and I'm definitely going to share that on the channel. I'll definitely do a third trimester one, but I don't know if I'll do weekly ones. It depends what people on this channel want to see, because obviously there's not a ton of you, so let me know, speak to me, tell me what you want to see. If you have any questions that I didn't answer in this video, please ask them down below. Anything that you want to be nosy about, sure, just do it, because you know I'd love to chat, and this is what I want from this channel. I want to be able to talk to you guys, and yeah, I want it to be a two-way street, so definitely leave a comment down below. If you like parenting, pregnancy, day in the life, foodie, organisational type videos, definitely subscribe. I'm uploading at least one a week, and I definitely want to keep doing it, so support me by subscribing. I'm the Funny Mummy, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.